Hello everybody and a very good evening, good afternoon and good morning. Welcome back to Crafters TV. My name is Ben Moseby. Whoa, wow, whoop-hoo, what a day. What a day it has been. It has been the busiest day of the year so far. We have had a record-breaking wake-up call show and we are far from done as we bring you Monday Makers. Of course, all the chat today has been about the launch of our brand new glitter pastes and stencils. Whilst the majority of what we had is sold out, we do have a small quantity of the sort of backup bundle that we put together. So we'll be bringing you details of that over the course of the show. We do still have the majority of the pastes individually available for you as well, which we'll be looking at during this show. And indeed, if you did miss out on lots of fun earlier on, we will be taking a look back at one of Leanne's demos from the earlier shows as we head through this show as well. Quite a few of you have been asking to see it again, so we thought, you know what, we'll do that. But on top of all of that, during Monday Makers, we've got some brilliant deals on the Country Lane selection. It's not the full collection, but we've put together a lovely selection that you can get your hands on. We've also got the 3D Scene Builder dies, Ornate Pop Out dies, and more coming your way over the course of this next couple of hours. We'll say a few hellos in just a few moments' time, but the most important hello of them all must go to the lady who is the other side of the studio, come up just for the one show today. I mean, that is what you call love for the job, isn't it? Seriously,
dedication.
Up for one show all the way, all the way from Norfolk in the wind and the rain, and despite train delays, I bring to you the wonderful Michelle McCarthy. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Always
very well.
Thanks for coming up.
You're very welcome. I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Yeah.
I am here on Wednesday though, so I haven't just come up for today.
Ah.
To be fair, I should have been in tomorrow, but we've got a special day lined up for you tomorrow. So special day, you know, means Sara, of course. With her special way with her special deals. But then you've got me again on Wednesday, so not just the one show.
No, and do you know what? We've got it's a lovely show to kind of finish things off this evening. Have you got some finished cards over there to show us, haven't you? The kind of things we're going to be looking at.
I do. I've got some finished samples here. So a few of my favourite things. So we have got these. Let me just pop that out. I love these, and I know you guys did when we launched them. So these pop out elements. Look at that giraffe and the zebra. I love that. I love that card in general, but you know, it's taken to the next level with those beautiful pop out elements. So these ornate pop out. So again, it's just, let me pop that out. It's on that fold there, right at the front. You've got that beautiful pop out, and then another one of my favourites, I love these. So these scene builder dies, you can, I mean, you've got so much in these that you can be doing anything. You don't have to just do the typical scene builder scene that we have with these. As with all our dies, you can use them for a multitude of things. So that is that huge scene builder, but just literally used just on the front of your card, just to create a lovely, pretty scene. And then we've got another one with that lovely girl on the swing. So you can see you can be bringing it into all of your different card bases. And then we have got Country Lane. This is one of my absolute favourites. I love this. So we've got a smaller selection of the full collection for you today.
Oh, yes.
See what I did there?
A smaller collection of the full...
For the first time, I didn't get tongue-tied and say it wrong.
Smashed it.
Yeah. Don't ask, but that's it. Nothing else.
That's it. We've peaked.
It. Absolutely no more. And then the last one. This is my absolute fave in here. That stamp and die set on the front. I absolutely love it. So that is what I've got for you tonight. I think a nice chilled out show to end off what has been I think a buying frenzy today, hasn't it? It
has, yeah. I'm looking forward to this show. A bit of a crafty smorgasbord of delight for you. But it has been a buying frenzy today. Still opportunity for you to grab what we brought to you earlier. But let's say a few hellos before we get cracking. Alicia is in from Arkansas. Lois is in from Ohio. Ben McCarthy's in.
I did get a message at 1 minute to me, went, where's the live video? He says, you're not live yet. I was having a bit of an issue with my earpiece. He was like, come on.
Oh, dear, Ben, goodness sake. Terry's in saying, seldom do I get to join 3 live shows, but hi from Arizona. Well, hey, Terry, lovely to have you with us. Mary Beth's in from Minnesota. Georgianne Curley says, hi, Ben and Michelle from Clearwater, Florida. So happy to see you today, Michelle.
Oh, thank you.
Michelle too. Deborah's in from Texas. Fred is in from San Francisco. Soggy in San Francisco. Soggy here and all. Tell you what, cats and dogs. I thought they were going to come through the roof in between shows. Thankfully, it's kind of stopped a little bit now. Sandra C's in from Canada. Charlotte's in saying, good evening all, my crafting lovelies. Me and Gracie here in Herne Bay. Hey, Charlotte and Gracie. Hello. Hi to Barbara Rostovsky from Indiana. Nancy Helsing is in from Missouri. And hey to Wanda Sexton, who says, good evening. I got a nap in after being up at 4 a.m. to order the glitter paste. Chilly and cloudy in Lewiston, Idaho. Right, keep the comments coming through, keep the hellos coming through, and let us show you in a brief moment what is on this show. So, Country Lane is the selection of the collection, 18-piece, best ever price on this, where you're going to be getting dies and stamps and embossing folders and ribbon and lace and stamens and flower forming foam. It is over 70% off here. What a deal! £37.30 or $46.60 if you are a platinum member. Also half price on the 3D seam builders. These are amazing. Once again, the ability to be able to build lots of different scenes up from your kind of outside your garden. You've got your balloons, your party going on there as well. Some really cute scenes that you can use to create some great 3D projects, or indeed, if you just want to use these 2D, you can do that as well. £40 or $48 if you're platinum. Then we've got your Ornate Pop Out dies. These, again, lots of fun with a 40% saving with one of my favourite die sets in there. Top left, it's a custard cream. Whee! This should be £40 or $51.80. Platinum price tonight, £19 and 2p. $24.66 if you're shopping in the US and you're platinum. Next up is the Monday Mega Deal, which is the Tri-Blend Brush Marker Complete Collection. All 24 pens you're getting there with a 25% saving. So you're saving the, well, £19.99 or $30.95. Platinum price is £48 or $71.20. Worth bearing in mind that Monday Mega Deal is only available for the next 24 hours or whilst stocks last. Great deal that we're doing on the 3-in-1 Tri-Blend brush markers, 24 pence for that price tonight. Now, if you've missed all the fun today, all of the excitement, where have you been, Producer Johnny? That is the question. We had the brand new glitter pastes and stencils. We had a showstopper deal. It was sold out before launch. It went in wake-up call. That's how busy it was. So we managed to cobble together a smaller bundle. This smaller selection, however, stock-wise, is already at 70% of the stock gone. You're going to get in here a selection of our glitter paste, also a couple of the stencils, any 2 stencils that are left available, plus your tools. So this is all of it here, and then I'll show you the stencils in more detail in just a second. But you get 3 of these amazing glitter pastes. So you're going to get the Candlelight Gold. You've also got, singing, the Rose Gold and your Silver Moon. So you get those 3 tubs. On top of that, we give you 2 lots of the stencils, so you've still got the spots and dots and also the beautiful, delightful butterflies. In fact, I'll show you while Charlotte's there. There's your spots and dots. You get your 8x8, you get your border, and then you get your icon stencil as well. And again, go back and watch all of the shows where you'll see Leanne using all of these right across Wake Up Call and also during the launch. You've got your delightful butterflies in there as well. Once again, 3 stencils in total. So that's 6 stencils you're getting. You're also going to receive in the bundle your spatulas. So there's 4 spatulas in total here, 2 large, 2 small, with your sort of spatula one end, and then the other end you've got that, that spoon tip. Plus, on top of that, you're going to get your multimedia mat. These are just brilliant. These are silicone, of course, great for doing all of your kind of crafting with, but brilliant for using with your glitter paste. Great if you like doing things like your watercolouring too. And they've been specifically developed to work with this collection. So you've got your 12 palette squares, your 12 palette circles. You've got that little recess in there as well for your tools. And you've also got your 9x12 work surface as well. And then on top of that, you've got all of your palette knives too. Again, a lovely selection, 3 different palette knives that you've got there. I think, you know, tailored to Lots of different ways of using these, but the point is, I think you've got the angled knives in here, you've got the straight knives as well, so whatever your kind of preferences, you're sorted as far as those are concerned. Now, all of that is included within that selection. You're saving over 10%, and you're getting your Club Inspire discount. So if you're a Platinum member, £48 is the price on that, or $60 if you're shopping in the US. Gillian Grady is saying, so please, I managed to purchase the full showstopper this morning. Now I need to be patient until they arrive. Hey, but with our new quicker shipping over in the US, hopefully it will be very, very soon indeed. Hi to Lillian, who's joined us, saying hi, Ben and Michelle from a windswept rainy London. Hello. Pamela's in from Stevenage. Hello. Kelly's in saying, it's so good to see you, Michelle, and I love your new do.
Oh, thank you very much. My new do?
It's not nude. It's not a new do since the other day, is it?
No. It's just a new do, not a new do.
It's not a new do, and not a new do. Just a new do. New do. Christine Mahoney says, hello, Ben and Michelle. Hello, Christine Mahoney. Hello, Adriana Farias, who's watching from San Antonio, Texas. Been trying to tidy my craft room, but I don't even know where to begin. Lol. Kirsty D is in from Thornaby. That's just up the road, isn't it? What was that? That's just up the road, isn't it? Hi, Thornaby. Oh, been up to the road. Hi. Carol D's in saying, happy Monday from SoCal. Oh, Southern California. Thank you, Charlotte. Bracing for a big storm and getting 2 orders from Crafters Companion delivered today, so it's going to be a great day. And Teresa Campbell says, good afternoon, everyone from Peoria, Illinois. Okay, let's have a look at your Country Lane selection. This is brilliant because you've got some consumables in here, like for example, we're going to give you the beautiful flower forming foam, 16 sheets, 4 colours, 4 sheets of each, and to back that up in just a few moments time, you will see that you've got the flower forming dies within this collection as well. This is immense actually, 18-piece selection. We give you your stamens included as well, there's 400 of those, and then you're getting your seam binding ribbon too, 3 lengths of 1 metre ribbon. Worth bearing in mind, I'm taking you through all of this as well. Just have a look at the saving that we're giving you there today. You know, not just like 5 or 10 off, £110 or $137. What are we like? Yeah, you're also going to get 2 meters of your elegant lace included in there as well. So that's all of the consumables. And then on top of that, I mean, this is a huge bundle, right? You're going to get in there stamps and dies, your Dusk Till Dawn, sort of old-fashioned lanterns, which are super cute. Those will work really nicely, I think, alongside your perennials in pots. Those, again, brilliant for kind of building up scenes, stamping out your images, colouring them in, die cutting them with the dies which you get included. We've got your light up the lane, that old-fashioned lantern. Again, if you like making kind of 3D projects, I think items like that are perfect. Then you've got this set here, which I love, the cottage window. Oh, hello. Oh. You get stamps and dies with this, but you've got those beautiful stamps for the window, stamps to be able to create your own little shutters as well, but also those double up as the little troughs to put all of your flowers in, and you've got all the stamps and dies to be able to do just that. Then you've got your beautiful frames in here. Again, you know, that could be the sort of starting point of a card right there, couldn't it?
Yeah,
just add a little sentiment on the front, little butterfly maybe.
Oh yeah, definitely. Always a butterfly. Always a butterfly. But yeah, absolutely. It's almost a create a card that just on its own, isn't it?
Yeah. There's your favourite set, your hanging sign and vines.
I love that.
Welcome to the swamp. Always reminds me of Shrek, that. It always reminds me of Shrek. You've got, again, your butterflies, your swaddled butterflies in there. Beautiful detailing. You've got the wonderful country lace edgeable in there as well. You've got, as I mentioned, the perfect peony die. So these obviously you're going to work in conjunction with your flower forming foam, but once again, just a lovely set of floral and foliage dies, whether you're using that with your foam, your paper, or whatever it might be. Sentiments galore. Live, love, grow, this one. So you've got a wonderful selection of sentiments for all occasions in different fonts. You've then got this set here, which I absolutely love, the Idyllic Meadow, where, again, if you like kind of building up your own scenes, you've got not only like the little gate there, but then you've got all of the different farmyard animals in foreground, midground, and background. So I think it's very clever to, you know, create all of those different scenes. And I think that would work perfectly with this one, the Gateway to the Countryside, which I think is one of the best cut and emboss folders we do. Yes, I love that one as well. And that scene, absolutely, through that cut bit in the middle is going to look amazing, isn't it? Yeah. On top of that, one of the best embossing folders that we do, 3D embossing folder no less. This is another great example of the sort of like the peaks and troughs that you get within these embossing folders, with the branches and the leaves standing proud on that particular folder. And then last but by no means least, your garden getaway, which again, very similar in the fact that you've got the stamps and the dies there to be able to create a really wonderful scene behind that door, almost like heading into a secret garden there, up the garden path, that beautiful cottage. All of that, plus all of your consumables as well, for $37.30 is absolutely ridiculous. It's saved in 110, 137. We are busy for that this evening, so let's have a little look at that in action with Michelle. What are you going to be using from the collection?
Two of my favourites. Even though I said that other one was my favourite, that's my next demo, but two of my other favourites. It's the two embossing folders. So it's this Gateway to the Country and it's this Grand Oak. This Grand Oak is absolutely amazing. Yeah. If you die cut that out, you're going to pop that on the front of a card, you're going to put a bit of ink on it, and you need absolutely nothing else with this. I absolutely love it. So we're going to use those for this demo. Okay. So 3 of my #1 favourites from this collection.
I love that. 3 of my #1s.
3 of my #1s. So I've just got a piece of that lovely green textured card that I think it came with this collection. But again, you know, you can be using any that you want. And I've just scored down both sides. So I'm just going to give those a burnish, because when I run it through, it is going to flatten them out a little bit. So this is, it's 6 inches wide there, and I've got 2 half-inch tabs. Now, even though my cut and emboss folder is 5 inches wide, we're going to do a little dome, so that's why I've made this 6 inches wide. So let's pop that on there. So I'm just going to line this up in the middle. There we go. And we're going to run that through.
Whilst you're running that through, we can say hi to Karen, who's joined us from New Jersey, and Kathy in North Carolina, Patty in California, Kendall in Minnesota, Coletta in Kansas, working on Easter cards. Oh. It won't be long, will it, till Easter? When is Easter this year?
Yeah.
8th of April, is it? So Mother's Day is this Sunday in the UK, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah.
And Easter. Rosalind's in Maryland. Jan Shay's joined us in Essex, and Betty Weaver in Idaho. And hi Tim C, who's also working on Easter cards whilst listening to the best show ever.
Absolutely.
It is. Thank you, Tim. Thank you so much.
Right, so I've die cut that out, and you can see it's got rid of that middle bit, and I love the fact that you've got the gate, so you can just fold that back and you've got that opening and closing gate there. So let's just pop that to the side. Just going to bring in a piece of white cardstock, and we're going to pop that in here, and I'm just going to run this through as well.
Do you know if you've got anything planned nice for you for Mother's Day?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I know I've had a couple of gifts turn up.
Oh.
That my husband's been telling me, he's been like, oh, look at this box. And I'm like, show me. And he's like, no.
Oh, that's cruel.
I know,
that's
right?
cruel, Ben. But I like it.
The problem is, though, he wants to show me more than I want to see it, I think, sometimes. So, but, oh, actually.
Ooh, yes.
I haven't got something exciting planned, but my eldest, Joe, just look at that. Look at the emboss on
Great example of a 3D embossing folder, that, isn't it?
So my eldest Joseph is taking me out on Mother's Day in the afternoon.
Wow.
He hasn't told me what it's for. He won't tell me. So I keep saying, so what am I supposed to wear? You know, trying to, where are you taking me? What do I need to wear? And he keeps saying, not telling you. So, but I'll post pictures because it sounds exciting. So I have to wear a nice dress. So it's obviously something where I'd have to be presentable.
Afternoon tea, maybe, something like that?
That's what I'm thinking, which is quite exciting.
Pub lunch? What would you rather?
Me. Don't chippy.
Don't chippy. Chips and gravy.
Well, that's a right Yorkshire thing, that, isn't it? Chips and gravy.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Chips and gravy. Well, I've done nought so far, so I've got lots to organise for Sunday.
Yeah, get on it.
It's this coming Sunday, Charlotte. That's what the chat's been about. This Sunday coming.
Yes. So I'm going to make something. I'm going to make a nice, lovely card and
me too.
Something for my mother-in-law.
I think I'm going to do that for my mum. I think. Need to get on it though because I'll have to post it. Probably need to post it by tomorrow.
Yeah. Especially with the way the post is lately. I think ever since COVID and they struggled, you know, there was all the delays and stuff.
Yeah.
I think that the postmen have just given up. I think they've just give it in as a bad job.
Yeah.
So this one I'm using is grasshopper, and I'm just going all the way around the edges with this one. And then we're going to come in with the Friar Brown. I'm going to go in the middle bit.
Yeah. Now, I always feel a bit stressed about this time because obviously I have to sort out something nice for my mum, but then I have to run around obviously for the kids as well and make sure they're all sorted for Laura.
That's it.
This is the point of the year where I go, well, how much do you want to spend? It's like, well, you're not buying it for us, Dad. No, because she's not my mum.
Do you know what? I said that to my daughter through the week. I jokingly said, I said, oh, what are you getting me for Mother's Day? She went, do I have to pay for it? I'm like, no, I'll buy my own present. She went, what do you want? I went, I'm kidding. But yeah, at that age, she's 14, so she's like, my money? No way.
My kids have got more money than I have. That's the thing. I look at what's in their bank accounts and I go, yeah, of course you're buying it, not me. And you say like Daisy, let's say about how much you want to spend, and she's very generous, bless her. She'll be like, oh, £10. You say, George, how much do you want to spend? Oh, £1.
A 20p mix-up.
20p mix-up, yeah.
So I'm just using, this is the antique gold, and I'm just highlighting the tree bit. So sort of the wooden bit.
Yeah.
So then I'm going to bring this in and I'm going to do the same amount here. I'm just going to add some of this gorgeous gilding wax.
Which one is that you're using, you say?
So it is the antique gold. So just going to highlight that emboss on there as well.
Hi to Lynn who's joined us, saying hi, Ben, Michelle, the Crafters TV team. The wonderful social superstar and everyone. Yeah, top team tonight. We've got Superstar Susie on the socials. We've got Johnny and Charlotte steering the Good Ship Craft. They've been with us all day today, actually, working hard. You, Charlotte. That's hilarious. They've been with us all day working hard. Who's been working hard? You. I'm talking about you, Charlotte. I'm being nice about you and Johnny. You guys are the best. Yeah.
I tell you what, this is the first time that I've worked with Charlotte. Since before Christmas.
Get out of town.
Yeah, yeah.
Seriously?
First time.
Wow. It is the middle of March, so you've not seen her for like 3 months.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, I don't think I was up in December though, was I? I think my last show was the end of November, so I think it's been since then. So yeah, I know. Wow. So there you go. Those are my two embossed bits. I'm just going to pop those to the side and just get rid of that ink. And then I'm going to bring in my card base. So this is 6.5 by 7. It's a little bit dirty, but it absolutely doesn't matter because it's going to get covered over anyway. We're going to pop that in the middle there. And so the way I've done this is you can see that I've got those two folded bits. So instead of, because what we normally do when we create a dome front is we'll fold those round and we'll sort of attach it to the back that way, but I'm not going to. I thought we'd do it just a little bit different. So we're going to fold those up, and what we're going to do is we're going to stick it on that way instead. Again, just for a bit of variety, just a different way to do it. So let's pop some tape on this.
Kim just saying, ha ha ha, I love that. I'm stressed because I have to buy for my mum and wife. What about us who have to sort all the birthdays out, the kids' birthdays, the parents, and all Christmas gifts? I do that, Kim. You can't level that one at me because I am Mr. Present Shopper when it comes to birthdays and Christmas. I'm the organiser guy. That falls within my category at home. I'm usually the one that goes out, does the shopping, gets everyone sorted. And actually, I do quite a lot of the wrapping as well. Christmas time, particularly. You know, I love to spit some lyrics. No, but I do seriously. I do all the shopping.
Spit some lyrics.
Johnny, do you do a lot of the present shopping for the kids. Yeah. He's just gone, paying for it, yeah. I can wrap as long as it's either a square or a rectangle. Daisy got a bike last Christmas. How can you not make a bike look like a bike? Yeah. In a box?
I think when they're younger and they do want things like bikes and doll houses, you know, weird shaped things, it really puts your wrapping skills to the test, doesn't it?
I just literally wrapped the handlebars and that was it.
When my daughter got a bike one year, I just stuck a bow on it. Made her walk into the room with her eyes shut. Yeah. It's the same thing. Yeah. It's the same thing. Oh dear. Right, so I've just put a little bit of red liner tape down each side. And then we'll pop this on the back. Making sure I get it lined up nice. There we go.
Rosalind is saying one of her favourite embossing folders. I think for me, you talk about the combination of what you're using here. I think that embossing folder is another great example of how amazing our 3D folders are. And the one you're using now, this cut and emboss folder, you guys will back me up on this. Every time we see this, I say it's my favourite. I just think it's brilliant. The fact that you've got the gate on the hinge, you can pop that seam behind. It's a wonderful cut and emboss folder, isn't it?
These absolutely. This is one of my favourite cutting embossers of all time. I just love the fact that we've got that gate on there, like you said, just that simple element of just being able to open it up, I think is just fantastic. I really love it. So I'm just lining that up with the edge there. I'm going to turn it round because I'm left-handed, and we're just going to bow that in a little. There we go. And I'm just going to stick those down. So you can have that glued down if you want. In fact, let me just pop a little bit of tape along there, because I've got quite a big bow on that. So we will tape that shut just a little. There we go. And then the only other thing that I've got now, so the stamp set is in there, is that enjoy the little things. So let's just trim these off. Again, that's one of my favourite stamp sets. The fonts in there are absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, and I think quite a lot of fonts covering all occasions as well, aren't there?
Yeah, definitely.
Birthday wishes, you mean the world to me. If friends were flowers, I'd pick you. A life with meaning is the meaning of life. Aww. Sending you love and wishes for a day full of happiness. Sorry, Johnny's just started singing the theme tune to Generation Game. Life is the name of the game, and I want to play the game with you. All right, my loves? No, I know, that's why I stopped singing so quickly, Charlotte, because our US viewers will not know what that is. It was a TV show called The Generation Game here in the UK. You must have had a similar one where they used to get couples on. It's obviously a generation, so, you know, it'd be a father and son or...
Is that why it were called Oh, that's clever.
Are you joking me?
No, I never realised that that's why you called
Yeah, it was always two different generations.
Well, I knew that, but it didn't click that it meant that because of... Oh, never mind. It never clicked till you just said it then.
Yeah, that's why it was. And they would do stuff, like, funny enough, something like this might be a challenge. So they might get, say they get Michelle on, say, as the expert, and Michelle will go, oh, right, so I'm going to make this beautiful card, blah, 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 blah. She'd do the card, and they go, right, OK, you've got 2 minutes to repeat what Michelle's done, go. And then that would be the challenge. There'd be challenges like that through the show. And then whoever got the most points would then go on to the final, wasn't it? Where they'd get there used to be a conveyor belt that came on with all the prizes. And they used to have to try and memorise all of the different prizes. And every week there'd be a cuddly toy. But, oh, the cuddly toy, my love! And it was a really good show. I wonder if there was anything similar in the US. There must have been.
Pretty sure there was.
It was a great show.
Got to have been.
Great Saturday night entertainment. Just like laughing at normal people. They used to have like a pottery game as well, didn't they? Where they'd have to try and like make a like a vase or something, and it would go everywhere. Or they'd have, the other one they used to do a lot was like, they'd get like a cake on. They used to have to like decorate the cake with icing. It just used to go everywhere. And of course, Bruce Forsyth, who was the host, he would, you know, be trying to help out, but would always kind of, you know, make it worse. Yeah. Great.
So I've just roughly cut those, just inked round the edges with the brown, just to make them stand out. And then, so if I turn that round and stand it up for you, you've got two of my most favourite embossing folders.
I absolutely love that. Really beautiful. And again, what you can be creating with this collection, 18-piece set with £110 saving. $137.77 is what you're saving in the US. That's your platinum price there. £37.30 or $46.66. Incredible. Gareth Dobbs says, I do all the card making and shopping for the occasions of both my family and my partners. Like me, Gareth, like me. Adriana says, you're the whole package, Ben.
Oh.
Someone tell Mrs. M. Someone tell her. And Tammy says, Ben, can you ask Michelle what is the name of the online what is the name of the online class she's taking, or can she post on her Facebook page?
Am I allowed to say?
I don't know. Just quickly say it and then we'll move on.
Domestica.
Okay. Weren't they a 90s band?
Domestica.
Oh no, that was Elastica. Anne says, my husband's idea of shopping was buying a card and putting money in it, just for me. Everything else was my responsibility. And Lois says, gorgeous card. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you also to Kate, who's been in touch saying, now I've ordered my new silicone multimedia mat. I'm tempted for some gilding waxes. See what Crafters TV has started now, a new addiction to paste, waxes and flakes. Hi to Annie Cagle, who joins us from Arkansas. Hi to Zoe Carver, who says, and Lois says, gorgeous card. Thank you, Michelle. Right, I think we're going to give you opportunity to check out your baskets. We're going to come on to the glitter paste in just a little while, but if you have those in your basket, I know a lot of you have checked those out in this show. If you've got them in your baskets now, check them out as a matter of urgency again, because that selection will disappear. When we come back, lots more on this Monday Makers, but head to the checkouts. We'll be back in about 3 or 4 minutes.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Many of our viewers bring up time and time again, and that's our wax seal gate.
Thinking dough might not work as well because I've put too much. Oh, I've forgotten to put me thing in place.
Because I have a way of words that I think that doesn't engage with that and can come out all wrong.
Water.
That wasn't the one you just washed your brush in, was it?
Sorry, yes, but it doesn't matter.
No, it wasn't, was it? It was. Are you kidding?
I'm going to have to say, it's a slip of the tongue. I'm going to say it's maybe to do with my Scottish accent. I'm maybe going to say it's because of Mr. Ben Moseby. He is, well, yeah, he doesn't help matters.
Roll, foam on a roll, foam on a roll, foam on a roll, foam on a roll, foam on on a roll. Hey!
I've made pots that have exploded when I fired them. I've done zips in inside out. It happens to everybody.
We've all spilt our glitter all over our project or knocked the water over.
You right?
I've just noticed I've got my dress on inside out.
So I was messing about doing some backgrounds with the sparkling, took the lid off it and managed to catch the pot somehow, and the whole thing came towards me, down my front, across my lap, onto the floor.
I went to reach for the water and, you know, do the tapping with and so there was less tapping and more sort of a tsunami. I've got some...
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for all the lovely comments coming through. Loads of love for that last demo. Lots of love for the Country Lane selection. Terry Bowers on YouTube. Michelle, your scissors scare the pudding out of me. They're crafter scissors, aren't they?
They are. There are Sara ones. There are sewing ones, but they are so brilliant. I mean, I go from fabric to papers, and they are just amazing scissors. But it's not just you, because whenever I pick up a pair of scissors, it scares my husband because I'm a little bit clumsy. So yeah, you can imagine the bigger the scissors, the more panic in the house.
It's all right though, because Michelle signed all of the relevant forms she needed for this show, so it's all good.
I have.
And Kerry says, poor Ben has been through so much excitement today, but he still looks dapper and is definitely our chipper chap.
Chipper chap.
Shall we have a look at the Ornate Pop Out dies at just a ridiculous price? Sorry, Johnny's giving me a bit of hashtag banter me here. He's a funny one sometimes, that Johnny Mason. Let's have a look at these, the Ornate Pop Out dies. Now these normally £40, $51, £19 2p or $24.66. What these are going to do, what do you want me to do? Where do you want me to go, Charlotte? There or here? There or there? There? Okay. Don't move, yeah? These are your Ornate Pop Out dies. What I love about these, I don't think the boards necessarily show these in their best kind of light, but you'll see some with Michelle in just a second. But they give you that kind of pop-out effect, of course. But the dies themselves, even if you're not using the pop-out effect on these, I just think are brilliant, like layering dies, really, aren't they?
Yeah, you've got a little mini set of layering dies.
Yeah.
Definitely.
This one I love the most because, as you all know, it reminds me of my favourite biscuit, the custard cream, but you can see all of the different levels that you've got on this to create, again, a beautiful starting point for a card. I mean, that really, die cut all of those out. All you need is a little sentiment on there, and you've created something very, very nice indeed. You've then got your majestic damask. Once again, this will just pop out the front of your card, front of your project, to create that really cool effect. But again, if you just want to use this 2D, you don't necessarily have to use this way. It just shows you all of the different ways that you can use these sets. You've then got your grande circle in there as well. And then lastly in this set is the Baroque oval. As we said, huge discount on this today. I think potentially one of the best prices, if not the best price that we've done this at. It's a 40% saving, £19 2p or $24.66. So let us have a little bit of a look at these with Michelle. Which one of the dies are you going to go with?
Majestic damask.
Oh.
I was going to use the custard cream, but it makes me hungry, so I didn't.
It's good as well because I'm on a diet.
Yeah.
I don't want to be thinking about custard creams at all.
No, definitely not. Definitely not. Right, so yes, the Majestic Damask. This one you can see, if I pop it there, so that's your main bit. You've got a little bit there, it's almost like little duck lips or kissy lips. And those are the bit that you're going to line up, so you've got your nice straight cut out, but that's also the bit, obviously, that gives you that pop out itself. If you don't want to have that in, if you just want to cut this out as a mat and layer, you're just going to run it through your machine as normal, and where it's still attached there and there, because it's not going to cut there and there, you just need to snip it, so then you've got, obviously, that extra mat and layer. And then you have got that piece, and then again, so if I pop them all off, you've got another 3 So you've got lots of playability there. So let me pop those to the side. And now I've already got my card. So it's a 5x7. It's already scored halfway down. I'm not going to pop it in the middle. I'm going to pop it on this side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in my scoreboard and just halfway between here, so we're talking 2.5 inches. I'm just going to pop a little notch there, just at the top. I'm going to flip that over, and you can do this with a pencil if you want. It's entirely up to you. I always do it with the score first, because obviously this bit is going to score and fold. So let me just make that a little bit further down and just pop that out of the way. And then what you're going to do is just give that a nice burnish. So I want this on this side. So where I've got my little score marks here, you're just going to line that up with those, and it's literally as easy as that. So let me just bring in my tape and take off a couple of pieces. And then we're going to tape it down at the top and bottom. You can have this a bit further up if you want, or you can have it further down to the bottom if you want a sentiment going across. But I'm going to roughly pop mine in the middle.
Okay.
There we go.
Let's say hi to Catherine, who's joined us. Saying evening, Ben and Michelle, from a wet and windy Dudley. I've ordered my glitter paste stencils and media mat this morning. Yes, I'm so excited. I hope they come quickly. Loving the show tonight. Thank you. And Linda Lewis on Facebook says, I'm loving the show. Michelle is amazing, says Linda.
Aww.
She is.
Thanks.
A lot of Michelle love tonight coming through.
Yeah. I'll pay
Come
you
up
all
just for
later.
one show today, haven't you? One show, all the way. That's dedication for you.
Absolutely. It's when you know someone loves their job, isn't it?
That's it. Are you in and around tomorrow then, or not?
I am going to be around tomorrow. I'm just going to come in to annoy everyone.
You'd never do that.
Never.
What was I going to say? Johnny, question, actual question. Tomorrow, you know you've got a special day. Are we, a special day tomorrow, are we talking about that yet? Can we talk about it? I'm not sure. Okay. I'll talk about it in a minute. So I just wanted to double check, because I know we haven't mentioned it. And then Susie was chatting to me about it on the socials, and I was just wondering whether or not whether we should mention it. Let us know if you want us to mention it. Do you know what's going on tomorrow, dear viewer at home? Let me know if you think that you know what's going on tomorrow. And if you don't, do you want to know what's going on tomorrow?
I know what's going on tomorrow.
You know what's going on tomorrow. You're coming in to annoy us, you said.
Yes.
But there's something even more exciting than that.
Well, there is, yeah. Not just me annoying people. There's something very exciting going on tomorrow. As much as everyone loves me to come in and just annoy and bug people.
Wandering around during a show and knocking on the windows. Hello!
I still do it actually. Stick my face on the car window when Alice is sat in there, you know, and do that blowy face.
Oh, well, like Pob?
Yeah. Yes.
Similar Pob.
Yes, absolutely. So I've matte and layered some of, this paper pad is absolutely my most favourite. So I've just matte and layered some of the textured cardstock and that lovely pattern on the front. And then with this die, I've cut that out. So that's going to pop in there. But before I pop that one in there, I've had to cut a piece out. So just with that one, I'm just going to layer those two up. And I've also got, so I've layered all of them up. I've gone all the way down. I've used every single one. So I'm just going to tape all these down while Ben teases you about tomorrow.
So just before I do, they do. Okay. So a few of you need to know. A few of you do know. So tomorrow we've got a platinum day. All right. So a day where we are specifically rewarding our amazing platinum customers, and it is a day full of I don't know how much I can say. Amazing deals. Amazing chances to get more points, Amazing opportunity to buy lots and save on shipping. There may be some free gifts. Sara's in.
Yeah.
All day. 3 hours.
Obviously, I'll be on my best behaviour when Sara's
I know, you don't be mucking around then when you're knocking on the window going... Can you imagine? You won't be in on Wednesday if you do. Yeah, so it's going to be an amazing day. I won't say too much because I don't want to spoil it. And I also know that Sara will want to tell you everything when she's in tomorrow morning. So Sara's in on Wake Up Call tomorrow. Then Craig and I are together for the middle show, Colour Me Happy show. And then Sara and I back together again tomorrow evening from 6 o'clock for a 3-hour extravaganza. But if you are a platinum member, congratulations, you are set to get an awesome, awesome day tomorrow. So there you go.
The end.
The end.
I'm quite looking forward to tomorrow. I mean, I'm coming in to do a little bit of prep for my shows the day after, but it's a lot of fun coming in and not having to work per se.
Before anyone says it, I was just waiting for someone to go, that's what Ben does every day.
No, who would say that?
I don't know, someone would have said it.
Right, so you can see that I've matte and layered those up. It's all looking lovely. You do have the ability to have the pattern on that side as well. And all you would do is you would just glue it down, and when you run it through, it's going to cut out both the pattern and the black.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to do that. I thought what I'm going to do is I've just got a square, just cut out a square or a couple of squares of this gorgeous pattern paper. And I've just made my own sort of corners. So we're just going to pop those on as well. So this is a nice, simple, no, it's really easy to make these, but they look so amazingly complicated.
Yeah, absolutely. It's another one of those kind of like wow sets, isn't it, really, that looks like you spent hours engineering the project.
Absolutely. And you can see from start to finish, I've obviously just done it all, and there's nothing complicated. I've got to admit though, when I first saw these dies come out and I thought, oh my God, how am I ever going to be able to do that? It looked so difficult, but actually it's not. As soon as I saw the die and I was like, oh, that's how you do it. So absolutely, if you don't have these and you think they look a bit complicated, I've obviously just shown you that they're absolutely not.
So what I love that you've done here as well is that you've used quite fun and funky colours and patterns, because I always say this, I get stuck in a rut when you see like beautifully, almost like sort of like vintage designs like this. You all automatically think, oh, you've got to make like quite a vintage, not old-fashioned, that's not the word I'm looking for, but you know what I'm trying to say?
More classic, yeah.
More classic, but you've shown here that actually these suit all sorts of papers, all sorts of colours, and you can use these right across the board, can't you?
Yeah, definitely. And I think that's it. I think you see something like you just said that's quite classic in its design, and I think if you swap it up with some really funky papers like I have, actually, it makes it very modern. So I just got a couple of my dragonflies. I'm just going to pop that on the middle there. Just lift all those wings up because I only glued the middle. And then I've just got this. So those are our lovely, those inserts that we had, that we did. She believed she could, so she did. And all I've done is I've just folded them quite wonky, deliberately wonky. And I'm just going to pop that in here. So again, I'm going to pop a little bit of just normal tape on the back, because it's quite thick, so you don't really, well, you don't see it come through at all. But I've still got lots of nice lift there. And then that's all I'm going to do with that. So if I lift that up and turn it round, you can see you've got that lovely pop out element there.
That's incredible. I love the use of that vellum there as well. It's so clever.
Yeah, just folding it deliberately wonky. And it pops up, and it's just, again, a different way to pop it on rather than flat.
Absolutely brilliant. It's a lovely collection, and again, like you said, it kind of makes you look like you spent hours and hours poring over these projects, when, as a matter of fact, it's kind of one run through your die cut machine and you've created something so stunning. You've got your Baroque oval, all right, so that's one of the shapes. And as Michelle's pointed out, that's in essence what you're going to create, that really cool pop-out effect. But if you just want to use these as a 2D feature, you can obviously just snip into that and create that way. You've then got your circle in there. That one's called your Grande Circle. Oh, I've broken it. Oh, dear. That's not so grande anymore. Just be careful when you're doing that. We'll put that one back. You've then also got this one here, which is the one that Michelle used, the Majestic Damask. And then last but by no means least, everyone's favourite, right? That Regal Diamond, which is the custard cream. £19 and 2p is your platinum price at $24.66. Few comments coming through. Mary Pat says, good afternoon everyone from sunny Montana. I've just woke up from my nap after stalking the website during my beauty sleep hours. Hopefully you got what you wanted. Hi also to Meredith who says, I'm really excited to see what is in store tomorrow. It is, do you know what? It's going to be an amazing day. Sara, I know, is very, very excited. I'm exhausted and we've not even started. That's how busy it is tomorrow. We've got reams and reams and reams and reams of deals for you. And producer Johnny and I, and actually Jake, were going through some of them earlier on, and it's big. It is big. Make sure you get in nice and early. Wake up. It's going to be one of those days again. You know, like today, we said like get in early for the new launch. It's going to be like that again tomorrow. Get in early. I know Sara is going to be supercharged and ready to go tomorrow. Do you know, and this is true story, it's going to be so busy that Sara insisted that the team that are on tomorrow don't come in on Wednesday. We've all been given the day off on Wednesday because it's going to be that busy tomorrow. Gareth says, question for Ben is, why isn't he making a big thing that the first male craft along happened on Saturday? Oh, Gareth!
Yeah, I watched.
How did it go? I watched a bit yesterday. I didn't see
he was
Saturday.
brilliant. He's a proper natural. He's funny. He's a proper, and he's a great crafter, obviously, first and foremost.
Yeah.
He was a great crafter. He did an amazing project. And he's a really nice guy. He's really lovely.
Well, Gareth, you'll have to come on. Try and come and book on the show when I'm on, so we can, you know, from the Crafty Guys Club. Am I president or chairman? Chairman. So we'll make that happen. And Lillian says, Ben, as you're the go-to man for presents, what can I make for a 16-year-old boy? I asked him what he'd like for his birthday, and a week later he's come back to me saying he'd like me to make something because he'd value that more.
What? That's lovely.
That is lovely, but it's not lovely also, is it?
Well, yes, it's lovely that he said that.
Make him a games console holder, or like a construction project to hold his console controllers if he's into that, maybe.
Yes.
A
Get
desk
your mount board out.
Huh?
Get your mount board out.
Yeah. Yes, mount board out. Desk tidy is a great idea. If your 16-year-old's room is anything like my 15-year-old's, anything that can help tidy it up would be brilliant. I like the games console holder idea.
That sounds
Johnny, that's
great,
a great one. Jessica is saying, wonderful card, Michelle. Carletta saying, lovely card, Michelle. And Pamela Greenidge saying, what a brilliant card, Michelle. Or what? Or a little frame where you put like your gig tickets in or your football tickets, maybe. Chrissy Mahoney is saying, Gareth or Gaz is my new best friend now. He's super funny, Ben.
Yeah.
We need to hook up. We need to hook up, and I'll try and watch a bit of that back later on. Right, glitter, paste, stencil and tool selection. Last chance saloon on this. 3/4 of the stock has gone. So we had the main collection, which sold out during Wake Up Call this morning, the showstopper deal. What we've managed to do is bundle together, this collection, which is a selection of the glitter pastes, and the tools and 2 of the stencils. Just as a by the by, you are going to get 3 of the glitter paste within this set. Those 3 plus another 5 are available individually. We've sold out of the Moonlight Frost, but this is what you get within the selection. The 2 stencils that you're seeing on screen, I can show you just here. So you're going to get the Delightful Butterflies. So you get the 8x8 stencil, You also get your border, and then you get that beautiful butterfly icon as well. So 3 stencils within each set. There is the spots and dots. So once again, there's that gorgeous 8x8 stencil, your border stencil, and then your icon as well. So that's all included as far as those stencils are concerned. The only 2 that we've got left, and the only way to get stencils is to get this collection. Then you've got your 3 colours in here. So that one is that beautiful silver moon. You've got your rose gold, and then you've also got your candlelight gold. So 3 colours of your glitter paste is included. Then we give you all of the tools in there as well. So this is your set of spatulas. There's actually 4 in there. There's 2 of the large one, and then 2 of your smaller ones. You've got the spatula tip one end, really good for kind of like getting the bottom of your pot, all the bits and pieces out of there. You've got the spoon in there as well, and those are easy clean. You've got your multimedia mat. This one, your silicone media mat, specifically developed to go with this collection, but perfect again if you like to do your painting, your watercolouring, all those kind of things. You've got your 12 palette squares up the side, and then your 12 palette circles across the top. Plus you've got a little recess on the right hand side where you can put in your tools, and you've got the 9x12 work surface area as well, so a big area to be working on, whether you're painting, whether you're using your glitter paste there. And then you're also going to get in the collection your palette knives as well, 3 of those included. Again, perfect to go with your glitter paste here, but amazing for a wide variety of your mixed media projects as well. That should be $68.92 or $85.60. You're saving over 10%. Your platinum price is £48 or $60. Now, a little bit earlier on, this is actually Leanne's effort, which is going to be up for demo of the day. And I think it was the last demo actually Leanne did a little bit earlier on. And so many of you absolutely loved it. She did. If you get a chance, by the way, go back and watch Wake Up Call, go back and watch the launch. Leanne applied these to so many different materials, but a lot of you were saying how much you loved this particular demo, and we thought, you know what? In case you missed it, we would rerun it for you. So here it is. This is Leanne and I from earlier on. Leanne showing you how to make that amazing stencil on the bag. Have a look at this.
A tote bag, because I think it's really nice for you to be able to see all of the different things you can apply this glitter paste to. I mean, don't forget, in Wake Up Call this morning, we did candles, didn't we?
Yes.
So, you know, you can put it on candles, we've done it on acetate, we've done it on glass, so many different things you can do. So I've got ready my peacock background stencil. Do excuse me.
Bless you.
Oh, excuse me. So I've already sprayed it with my repositionable adhesive. And then I'm just going to choose at home. You'll probably get your tape measure out and make sure that this is dead central in your bag. But for the purposes of today, I'm not doing that. I'm just going to move that down because there's a little ridge there on my mat. Okay, so this is where having that wider border on your stencil really comes into its own, because right now, usually with stencil, you'll be saying, make sure you mask it off so you don't get any glitter paste onto your bag, but you don't need to worry about that when you're using it because you've got that broader border. However, if you're nervous about that and you want to just give yourself a little bit of extra space, nothing to stop you using a little bit of repositionable tape, only if you want to. You don't have to. Okay, so I'm going to use 3 different pastes. I've got my little pot to take my waste ready here because I'm going to be using 3 different glitters. So I don't want to waste anything, and I'm going to clean in between each one. And we're going to be using the green, the blue and the purple to ombre 3 colours this time, Ben. Okay. So I've got my pot, I've got my palette knife, take my first colour of glitter, and then I'm just going to add that in. And you know, Ben, I'm saying the same thing to everybody all the time when I'm doing this, and I really wish there was something else I could say, but there isn't, because we've done all of the hard work with this glitter paste to make sure that you've got a fantastic quality adhesive that will stick to all of the different surfaces you've seen me apply it to. And this, in fact, now with this bag. And then you've got the perfect sized glitter particle, which means that even on a stencil with very, very fine detail, such as this, you're going to get beautiful results, absolutely stunning. And that it will dry fabulous and B, permanent.
Yeah.
So, you know, that in itself, all of those things to sing about are fantastic, but let's not forget the most important thing for you at home, ease of use and reliability.
That's it.
And you get that with this glitter paste, because I have been in your shoes before and used glitter paste where I haven't loved the result. I've been frustrated. I might have struggled to get some result. I've tried the technique and then put it to one side, thought it wasn't for me, because I thought it was my skill that was at fault.
Yes.
When in fact it wasn't my skill that was at fault. It was just that the thing I was using was difficult to use if you're not using it day in, day out. So it's great to have something that you can now rely on, Ben, and know you're just going to get a fabulous result with it. So that's as much of the green as I'm going to do, and I'm going to ombre another colour in. So to do that, I'm going to clean my palette knife. So I'm going into my stencil bath. I'm just cleaning that green paste off so I can go into the next colour, which will be the blue. So that's a nice clean palette knife now. Into the blue.
Mm-hmm.
And then we just continue to ombre that down. I'll go over the top of the green a little bit, because as you move the green out and put the blue in, just make sure I've got no green in there before I go back in, it will move and blend the colours.
Yes.
And then I can see some green in there now. So this is where I go into my little spare pot to get all of that colour off there before I go back in, because I don't want to contaminate this blue if I've picked any green up. And so you just bring that down as far as you want to bring it. And when you're back just into blue, you can just go back into your pot.
Kim's just asking, did you pop anything into the bag, like underside it to stop seepage onto the other side?
Nope.
Nope.
It will sit on the surface and dry on the surface. If you're worried about that, if you do, so this is a fine detail actually, so there's not a significant amount of the wet paste touching the fabric. If you're doing a more solid design, that would be a very good idea.
Yes. And I love your idea, Heidi, as well. He said, I was just looking at the spots and dots, which is obviously available in the bundle, and you say you're thinking about using the glitter paste and after it dries, doing a Zentangle on it. That would look amazing.
Gosh.
Love that idea.
Yeah, me too.
With whatever you guys do, by the way, once you've got your product, however you use it, wherever you're using it, do make sure you take pictures, send them in to us, whether you send them into the studio at crafterscompanion.co.uk, or just tag us in your pictures on social media, because I think that's the next step really, isn't it, Leanne? Enjoying what everybody else does with their products.
I cannot wait to see what everybody does. That's one of my favourite things when we do something, and then watching them all pop up onto social media. Where you say, look what I've done, look what I've done. I've had a fabulous time. And you know, it's one of my favourite things, Ben. I absolutely love it. So third colour I'm ombring in now. Just making sure I'm going to clean. That's still got a bit of blue on. I was going to cut the corner there, Ben, and I'm not. I'm going to be a good girl. So I'm cleaning it.
Don't spoil it in the last 10 minutes.
Don't, exactly, Ben. Right, okay, so in with the purple now. So pick it up on the reverse and do exactly the same again. So you're going over the blue, dragging that down, purple on its own. Just make sure you cover all the areas.
A lot of you thinking ahead to Christmas already. I've seen the word Christmas crop up probably 7 or 8 times today, and Deborah just saying, OMG, Christmas cards in the glitter paste would be beautiful with Christmas stencils. It's a great excuse for you as well if you have got a load of old stencils lying around in your craft room, maybe you've not used for a while. This is, a set like this is going to reinvigorate, isn't it, and breathe new life into them.
Oh, 100%. And you know, this you lose yourself when you're doing this, Ben.
Yeah.
It's incredibly therapeutic. It's really quite mindful. It's so enjoyable. The glitter particle is so fine that it's going through all of these tiny details. But the adhesive, it is an adhesive in here, so it does have a smell. Yeah. But it's not overpowering.
It's not that noticeable, I didn't think.
No, it's not overpowering at all. We made sure when we were developing these that we got the right adhesive with the right aroma, with a brilliant sticking powder, so that so that it's it's applied to all of the different surfaces. So you didn't need 4 different glitter pastes, one for each type of surface. One glitter paste will do it all for you. Yeah. Just make sure you've got that down in ombre where you want it. If you want to move your ombre up a little bit, you can just do that and just smooth it over the top and get it a little bit further. But any glitter you pick off, don't go back in your pot, go into your little spare one.
Yeah.
So that's a new colour that you've mixed in there. And, you know, it could be in a pot that you're going to save, like this, or it could be, if you're doing it all in the moment, just to put somewhere for you to go and pick it up from later and then wash. Okay, so once you've done that, you're going to remove your stencil. So I'm going to take off my repositionable tape first. Holding my stencil down as I do that.
Cannot wait to see this.
Just keep your stencil still.
Okay.
And you look, that repositionable tape was absolutely not needed. There's no glitter on it. And that's because of the border that we've included on the stencils to give you that excess so that you don't muck up your projects when you're doing something like this. Now, this is where you have to be very careful. This is going to be the trickiest bit for you. So you're going to pick it up at the top.
Yeah.
Keep your bag still. So hand on your bag with a clean hand if you can. And then peel this away confidently. Do not let it flop back down.
Oh, yes.
And pull away. And when you pull away,
so good.
that is what you get. Now, we need to just clean this off.
That's demo of the show, by the way. We've just decided.
We're putting that in, are we?
That
We've
is
decided.
amazing. Look, I can't believe how well it takes. How well it's taken onto all the different materials.
Yeah.
You would think on a certain material or a couple, you wouldn't get as good a result. That's what I kind of think. But it's taken brilliantly on whatever you put it onto.
And I've just gone and cleaned off that excess glitter off my stencil because I don't want to waste anything.
Yeah.
Because, as we've already established, I'm tight. And then that's it ready to dry. Now, I've got one, and just leave that to dry. I've got one, I'm going to put this down here so that it doesn't get ruined. But I've got one that is dry here for you.
Yeah.
So you can see, actually, when it is dry, that is a really lovely surface. And look, bendable, movable, glitter paste can be used. And you can wash this with a non-biological powder on a cold wash.
Great.
If you put any, like you wouldn't put it at 60 degrees, I wouldn't put it above 30 degrees, but I would be doing a cold wash with non-biological powder and you'll be fine.
There you go, just a little bit of a look back at what we showed you earlier on the launch day show. What a day it has been, what a show that was. Really, really enjoyed that. And last chance to really to get your hands on the selection, which I showed you just before that little clip. Where are we at, Johnny, did you say? 75% of the stock has gone. Adriana just saying, I created canvas bags for the teachers in my grade level many years ago with boring paint. Maybe I can recreate these with glitter paste. There will be nothing boring about your bags if you're recreating them with the glitter paste that we've got. Philip Watson saying, yes, Ben, that's it. The crafty fellas. Oh, yes, it's Phil, me, Gaz, Craig, Christine, and Johnny. Of course, you're in as well. What's your role in the group, Johnny? Philip, can you... Johnny just says, I'll be caretaker. Can we get a place for Johnny in the group as well? Can we give him a role? Jake and John as well. Johnny, Jake and John. Oh, here we go. And George. Everyone wants in now. Well, just those four will do for now. We probably need a treasurer or something like that, don't we? Fred171 says, Ben's Brigade and Gareth's Garrison ready for action. I like that. And Christine says, Ben, a few of us were on video with Gaz the other day. You should see his organised craft room. I'm going to have to come back and watch this. I'm going to have to go back and watch it. I'm intrigued, very intrigued. Right, if you want to get that collection, go swiftly. We'll have another one final look at that a little bit later on. But what about a half-price deal on our amazing 3D scene builders? These are incredible. 4-piece collection, 46 stamps and 91 dies in total, which should be setting you back almost £108, $131. Not today, friends. £50, $60, platinum price, £40 or $48, which is incredible. And like we said, you know what? Yes, of course, you're going to be using all of these to create the most amazing 3D cards. You've got these dies here which allow you to almost like build up your scene to create those slats for the kind of individual components. However, it's just a really nice stamp and die set, this one, for creating, you know, invites, party invites, cards, birthday cards. You've got all the balloons in here, you've got all the presents, and all of the dies to be able to cut out all of your stamped images as well. That one is called your Celebrate Your Day, in case you want to go for that individually. Then you've got the beautiful Simple Pleasures. Again, I think a lot of these will work nicely together, particularly the next two that I'm going to show you, because this one here is that beautiful, the little girl on the swing. You've got the gate, you've got the little archway there. You can build up the scene here with all of the elements that you've got with the grass and the flowers and the foliage. That one there will work very nicely indeed, I think, with this one here, which is the butterfly borders. So again, you can mix and match the characters around. You can use elements like that archway within that other scene. Once again, you've got that die here to be able to create the different layers of each scene. And this one, again, tons of dies to be able to cut out all of the stamped elements as well. You've got these tiny little floral stamps, which you've got the dies for as well. Butterflies, dragonflies, beautiful little trellis there too, which you can interweave all of your foliage and all of your flowers within. And then lastly is your Woodland Beauty. I know a lot of you really, really love these sort of woodland scenes, and this one again is gorgeous because you've got all of the elements there to be able to create the depth and dimension within your actual project itself. That beautiful stamp there as well. I mean, get your tri-blend pens into that and create all of the detail within that beautiful oak tree, I want to say. But you've got the stags and the foliage and the elements of the forest in there as well. All of that for just £40 or $48. You're saving $57.96 or $71.80, allowing you to create the most beautiful 3D scenes. But as we said, you know, you might just want to use this as a 2D thing. You might just want to use the stamps individual of the dies. It is entirely up to you. Hi to Carol, who's just joined us, saying Jan did some amazing demos with the paste yesterday on First Look. Yeah, again, if you want to see those glitter paste in action, yesterday's First Look, wake up call this morning and launch day today with Leanne. And saying I'm so excited to get the glitter paste. I have a bunch of canvas bags to transform. Philip Watson says, Ben, as I said the other day, the more the better. Male crafters need more coverage. John can be the poster boy, says Gareth. Jake, the gopher. That's what it says. Philip says, the gopher. Not me, the poster boy. John's the poster boy, apparently. Jake, oh, Jake could be the, maybe they could be the poster boys together. He's a good looking lad, isn't he, Jake? Yeah. Anyway, keep the suggestions coming whilst we keep the keep the demos coming. No suggestions yet as to what Johnny could be. Any suggestions? Yeah, what would Johnny be? The treasurer? I don't know if we would necessarily need a treasurer though, to be fair. Johnny, he just said that if the crafting guys, you know, we're going to get together, we're going to have like chips away, big boys Beano's, as he's just described it. So, you know, Beano, it's like a fun day, isn't it? Hey, Beano with the boys, let's go to the horse racing or something like that. You know, go on a bowls holiday like I've just done. Shall we get back to the crafting? I think we shall, with Michelle. Shall we have a look at, well, which set are you going to craft with?
Woodland Beauty.
Okay. Big boys Beano's.
I love that.
Great, isn't it?
Again, so another one of my absolute favourites. I love the fact that you've got all those elements to really be building a scene up, and you can make these as extravagant or as simple as you want. You can use it to create the shape that it shows you in here. And again, you've got the instructions that shows you how to make that double Z fold card, or you can be using them again on any kind of your card bases that you want. Or if you just want to do a 6x6 or a 5x7 card and just decorate the front up, then again, absolutely perfect for this because you've got all those elements. You've got those lovely stamps in there. Let me bring this in. So you've got all those gorgeous stamps that come with it. And then so obviously you've got your tree So you've got the die to cut that out as well. These trees here that you're going to stamp, you've got the dies as well. You've even got leaves and tiny little stars there. You've got that lovely day, and again, lots of elements to really, you can see loads of elements to really build these up. You've got your moon, you've got your fence, your white picket fence, and this is the piece that you're going to use. If I bring that back in again, that's the one that you're going to use to create that pop-up box element in there. So I think what we will do first, I've got a piece of my watercolour card.
Yep.
We move all those to the side and we're going to stamp out that huge tree. It's almost like the tree that I used earlier in the embossing folder.
It's an oak tree, isn't it?
It's like a grand old oak, isn't it? Yeah. So some watercolour card, let's pop that down on there. And obviously do you know what, even for sentiments, I think I use this platform. I don't think there's not much that I don't use this for because it's just, oh, it's brilliant.
I was chatting about you the other day actually on my cartload, just saying how you always say this is in your top 3 of craft room items.
Yeah, I mean, we have got so many tools. I mean, we've got our Gemini, we've got the glass mat. I mean, I wax lyrical about that as well. But this stamping platform, for me, it changed the way that I view stamping.
Yeah.
Because it was something that I hated to do because I was pants at it.
Pants.
I was rubbish. I always ended up having to restamp, and I was always getting that shadowing effect. I just couldn't do it. But with this, it was Angela actually who said to me, was it Angela or Sharon? In fact, it was Sharon Callis.
Oh yeah.
She said to me, you need to get one of our platforms because I was on the design team. She says, you've got an allocation coming up. She says, you can't keep telling me, no, you're not doing the stamping ones. And I got it and I said to her, why on earth did I not get this before?
Sooner, yeah.
So it stamped it beautifully. In fact, it's I re-inked that bottom where I missed a little bit, and all it's done, it's made that really darker. I've got no shadow in there. I've just got a deeper stamp. And actually, because it's just gone on that tree trunk there, I actually think that looks really good.
Yeah, it does.
So let's pop this to the side. And I'm going to bring in 3 of my ink pads. So I've got, again, so my water reactives, I've got Friar Brown, Green Topaz and Smoked Emerald. And as always, I'm going to pop a little bit down on my mats. One of my favourite things to do. So last one. I'm going to bring in my little cup, which I mean, I bring it out every show that I use it, so
Does
absolutely.
that stay here now?
It does, it
I was
lives
going to say,
here.
because someone had that out the other
Everyone
day.
uses it.
Oh, right.
Everyone uses it. So I'm just going to wet my brush. I'm going to pick up some of this green and I'm going to stipple.
Oh, yeah.
Is that the word?
It is, yeah. Stippling.
So I've got that nice flat or wide brush and I'm just going to stipple. I've learnt a new word, so now I'm going to stipple everything. So let me pick up some of this one.
Gilmore says there's only room for one poster boy at a time. They can take turns. Johnny can be the bouncer or the bodyguard. Lol.
I love that.
If your name's not down, you're not coming in. Philip says, Bowls holiday, where did you go, Ben? I went to Potter's Resort in Five Lakes in Essex. It's just outside of, well, just near Colchester, actually. Very nice it was too.
There's a few, isn't there?
Huh?
I think there's a few, because
There's
I know
2.
there's one in
There's
Great
the
Yarmouth.
original one in Great Yarmouth, yeah. I didn't realise they were so old, like the Potter's Resort. I think the first one was set up in like 1920.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that
And this
either.
one in Essex, I think, opened in May last year. But I won't chat about it too much. But it was like a bowls competition. I'd never bowled before. Just went along with my dad, and we just won the whole.
I've never done it before, but I've won.
Couldn't bowl on the Tuesday, champion by the Thursday.
In that song.
Monday, couldn't bowl on the Tuesday. Still really rubbish on the Wednesday. Won the tournament on Thursday.
So that's all I'm going to do with that. I love that effect. So we're going to pop that to the side and we're going to let it dry.
Yeah.
And then obviously with all these other bits and bobs, I've got lots already cut out. So I've got some of my trees in 2 different greens. So lots of those. I've got the lovely twiggy tree, the bare tree, lots of leaves that I've got die cut out. And then I've also got a deer. So I die cut him out and I stippled very much in the same vein as you've just seen me do. And then I've got lots of fence cut out. Now actually last week when I was up and I did an exploding box, and I said I was looking for my picket fence die, and I knew it was in one of my sets and I couldn't find it at all.
Yeah.
I think it was the Say It With Flowers exploding box I did, but this is the one it's in. So if you were like, I know I've got one and I'm not sure where it is, this is where it is. So just that one on its own is absolutely one of my favourite dies. I just love a white picket fence. So let's pop all those bits to the side. And then all we're going to do here is I've got one of those, and I can never remember the name of this. Is it like a bridge card?
Yeah, I think we'll go with that. I'm just worrying at your papers. I know someone's going to ask where they're from.
I've no idea. I've wrote it down. Let me see if I wrote it down. Dancing Dragonfly.
Oh, is it?
I don't know.
I would never have guessed that.
No.
There you go.
Yeah, I've wrote down Dancing Dragonfly. Someone corrects me if I'm wrong, which happens often. Not that I'd admit it, because, you know, I'm never wrong. So I've already got these matte and layered. So what is the depth? So it's 5.5. So you can pop these, make these as big or as small as you want. It's entirely up to you. Really go to town with these die sets. Let's pop that on there.
Say hi to Curran, who's joined us from a sunny Maui. Christine Mahoney says, Ben, Gareth lives 5 hours away from the studio. Get him on the show. 5 hours away? That's ages away. I thought if it's 5 minutes. Where does he live? 5 hours away? He's going to be London or Aberdeen.
Do you know what? Did Christine Mahoney say that?
Yeah.
I think the thing is, though, for the Americans, 5 hours away is like nothing really, is it? But because we're so small, 5 hours away is at the other end of the country.
Yeah. That is literally pretty much what it is, isn't it? Yeah, it's London. I mean, that's blooming miles away. If it's 5, you know, even an hour would be a fair old stretch, but, you know, we'll ask him. Lynn says, I see one of the pots being used that I sent in after Michelle's tsunami. Always.
I've got 3 at home and I've got 1 here. And my eldest has just taken up painting. So I'm going to give him 1 because he's very much just a miniature me in male form, just as clumsy. So when he comes round to take me out for my Mother's Day treat, I'm going to pop him 1.
Ah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not just going to like pop him 1.
Right, okay, yeah. Where are you taking me? Smack.
You weren't on the show with me last week when I said I like a good punch, were you?
No, I wasn't, because I would have remembered that.
But Debbie cut me off by laughing.
That's not what, Fisher?
Yes.
I was going to say, that's not like her laughing, is it?
No.
Debbie having a giggle. It's totally out of character.
Absolutely. So all I'm doing with these is the darker green, I'm just giving myself a bit of a drop shadow. I think it adds to sort of, you know, that effect of depth and dimension. So let's, again, pop a bit of tape on there. And then line that up. You can give yourself as much or as little as you want.
Yeah.
You can use black, but I just thought the darker green with the lighter green, it makes it feel more like, you know, dusk when the sun's going down.
Yeah.
and you don't have a full-on black shadow. Well, that's, you know, in my head. Right, so just going to build this scene up. So being cautious of knowing that that's obviously going there, I'm going to pop this there. And then I think I'm going to pop that just under there. So yeah, so let me just tape that up, and again I'm just going to pop that there because I want to make sure that I don't put that too far down and I'm not going to be seeing it.
Yeah.
So if I just lift that up. Where's my pokey tool? Yes, I probably should have stuck this one down first.
Oh, so then you'd have sort of like the tree overlapping it a bit.
But that would make too much sense, you know. That would be too easy. So
Gotta give yourself a challenge, haven't you? Especially on live TV.
So let's pop that just in front. There.
Oh yeah, that's a good shout. Sort of covers it up a bit.
And then, so I'm going to tape these edges down.
Uh-huh.
And then I'll build up the rest of my scene round it. It's just lining that right up with the edge. I'm going to move that and then tape that bit.
What are we going with for a name of this one? A bridge card, did you say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you're doing one of these, make sure it folds flat both ways.
Yeah.
As daft as it sounds, because sometimes it will bow if you try to flatten it the other way. So make sure it's absolutely doing it nice both ways. And then I'm going to have my picket fence, and I was going to have it flat, but actually I think I might just raise it a little bit. Mm-hmm. So I'm just going to put a couple of foam pads on. If you're doing this at home, you would probably put on a lot more than me, but obviously for time.
Oh, we're nearly done. Well, nearly done. Half an hour left.
I know.
It's flown over
I can't believe
today.
how quick it's gone.
Huh?
I can't believe how quick it's gone.
Oh, yeah? Huh?
I need to hurry up, don't I? I'm only on number 3. There we go. So let me pop just a couple on this one, just for speed. Pop that one there. I love how it has that little extra, those notches on the end, so you can absolutely just carry this on as much as you want. Yeah. And it can be as long or as short as you want it to be.
Just to say as well, in the last half hour, we got the vote for the demo of the show.
Oh, yeah.
Demo of the day. It'd be whatever everyone chooses. We'll go up against Leanne's bag.
I did watch earlier.
The bag?
Well, I watched both shows this morning. Well, this afternoon one, it was sort of cutting in and out because I was on the train and train stations and never get any signal for some reason on a train.
They don't have Wi-Fi on train. I don't often travel on
they do.
train.
They have Wi-Fi on the train.
Yeah.
But you can log into it, but I think just because there's so many people on the train,
right.
It's just a nightmare. It really is. Let's pop that one there.
Did you have your headphones on? I hope you weren't listening out loud in the quiet carriage.
No, I don't have any headphones. I don't really use them.
Do you not?
No. Oh. I don't know why. I just don't.
Use them all the time.
Everyone does. I think you see everyone, and everyone's absolutely got headphones in all the time.
Yeah.
But it's. I did have a pair, and I hardly ever wore them. So when my daughter's broke, she just took mine. You know, like they do.
Johnny does exactly what I do. If sometimes I can be quite chatty with strangers, but if I'm on a bus or a train, I usually put my bag in the spare seat first of all. And then if someone comes and sits down and you think, oh, I don't know if I really want to chat too much, I always have my headphones in, even if I'm not listening to anything. You know, just so that people don't talk to you. Is that miserable or is that just me? I don't know.
I think you get that though. I think it's not like it used to be.
Yeah.
Everyone's plugged up listening to something, can't they, at the minute?
Yeah, pretty much. Whether it's a podcast or...
Yeah.
watching the latest must-see TV. Lillian just said, I think Gareth said he's in the Isle of Wight, so he'd have to cross the sea and most of England to reach Crafters. And Carrie says, we can drive 5 hours in Texas and still be in Texas. That shows you, doesn't it? Just the difference. 5 hours in the same state or county and be in the same state. By the way, look at this amazing card. That's beautiful, Michelle. I love that so much.
So just a nice little scene, but I just like the stippling effect on the tree.
Absolutely beautiful. Just hearing in my ear that the UK, so not England, the whole of the UK can fit 2.8 times into Texas.
Wow.
Our whole country almost 3 times into Texas. That is bonkers, isn't it? One state is almost 3 times bigger than our little. And I always think that England is massive when you some of the drives. If I have to drive to go home at Christmas to see my family back in Devon, that's like a 6-hour drive. So it makes you think you live in such a massive country, but then you think about America. Wow. I guess for you guys, like a 5-hour drive then is just meh. It's like us popping to the shops, around the corner. Yeah. Wow. Anyway, thank you, Michelle, for a marvellous demo. If you want to pick up this collection, by the way, here it is. The Woodland Beauty set is the one that Michelle was just crafting with, so it's that one there. I think you can still get all of these individually. However, the main value for money for you is to go for the full set. If you haven't yet got that, you're saving $57.96 or $71.80. Platinum price is £40 or $48. So you're going to get the Woodland Beauty. This one here is called Celebrate Your Day. Really like that one. And again, that one there, it's almost like your little slat, really, if you want to build up scenes or maybe make those little pop-up boxes that you can create. That's great for kind of putting all of the different levels on, if you like, of all the different bits of scenery. Stamps and dice for all of the elements as well. This one is called the Simple Pleasures. That little girl there on the swing. And like we said, I think there's certainly some kind of crossover between that one and this one here, which is the butterfly borders. Again, loads to love about that. I particularly love the little archway here and the trellis die that you've got, where you can kind of decorate that with all of the floral and foliage elements that you're going to get within that set. Right, let's have a little bit of a look at today's Monday Mega Deal, which is the Tri-Blend brush marker complete collection. So if you love our Tri-Blend pens, you will absolutely love our Tri-Blend brush markers. These, everything that you love about your Tri-Blend, but for the fact that you've got these gorgeous Japanese brush nibs on these. So, I suppose if you're looking to do more sort of expressive strokes, if you're looking to try out that flicking technique for things like your fur, for your hair, for your foliage, that's what you're going to be using these for, absolutely. But again, what the great thing about these is not only the fact that you've got that Japanese brush nib, but you've got all of the blends of colours once again. So you've got your light, your medium and dark across a whole range of different colours, as you can see here. So it's 24 pens in total that you're getting within the set. However, as you can see, as we go down here, you've got the ability to create so many different blends with the light, medium and dark blend that you've got. So you've got your reds, your corals, your oranges, through all of your greens and your blues. And then you've also got your purples and your pinks, and then a few of your sort of tan colours in here through to your greys and your fair skin blend as well. So again, I just think the tri-blend system is a great way for you to kind of practice your colour blending. And maybe you've loved the tri-blend so much and you want to give the brushes a go. This is a great opportunity to be able to do it tonight, because, well, you can see on your screen, normally this would set you back £80 or $120 just for the next 24 hours. You've got the ability to pick up the complete collection, 24 pens, for that price there, which is incredible. £48 or $71.20 if you're jumping in and grabbing that one today. Still chance as well to grab that final selection of the glitter paste. That is flying out of the door. And something else which is proving very popular tonight is the Country Lane selection. So this is a selection of the collection that we had. What a price on this. This is the saving here. If you quickly glanced up at the screen and thought that's the price, that's what you're saving, £110, $137. Platinum price comes down to $37.30 or $46.66. And you get so much within this. Pretty much You get all of the hardware that you would have got within the main collection when we launched it. It's just a lot of the consumables aren't there anymore. The paper pads have disappeared. Although having said that, you will still get 16 sheets of the beautiful flower forming foam. So 4 different colours there. 4 sheets of each gives you your 16. You've got your flower stamens in there too. Big part of this collection was about making those beautiful florals. And then to kind of go along with that, you've got some gorgeous seam binding ribbon. Again, you can see the colours here matching up wonderfully with the colours that you've got in your flower forming foam. You get 1 metre of all 3 colours. You also get 2 meters of that beautiful, elegant lace. So that makes up the consumables within this set. Now, of course, because we're talking about flower forming foam, you would expect to get flower forming dies, which is what you absolutely do get. So you get those perfect peonies, which will work beautifully with your flower forming foam. However, you can use those to cut your papers, your vellums and so much more. Stamps in here, so you've got your Live, Love, Grow, as you've mentioned, lots of lovely sentiments for all sorts of different occasions there. I'll go through this fairly swiftly because we do want to squeeze in one more demo. You've got your country lace border in there, you've got beautiful swaddled butterflies. You've also got your garden gate. I can't help but say it now. Whenever I see the word swaddle.
It does make me chuckle though, every time you say it.
Swaddle the butterflies. Hey, swaddle squaddles. He's here tomorrow as well. Lovely Craig. Garden gateway, stamp and dies. A lot of this, of course, about setting that scene, making and creating that beautiful countryside scene. Here's that 3D embossing folder that you saw in Michelle's first demo at the top of the show. That one is called the Grand Oak, and she used that in conjunction with this one of my favourite cut and emboss folders, which is that gateway to the countryside. That, I think you will use a lot with that stamp set, which is the Idyllic Meadow, which gives you all of the different farmyard animals in different kind of focuses, if you like, in your foreground, midground and background. You've got your sign and vine. You've got beautiful lanterns in here as well, in stamp and die form. You've got stunning frames in there as well. I mean, that one is going to lend itself to, I think, any of the Sara signature collections. It's going to look beautiful. And then again, if you like to kind of build up scenes, you've got 2 stamp and die sets, which I think you'll love. This one is that cottage window. So again, you can die cut all of the beautiful stamped flowers and pop them into the little baskets that you get included there. You've got your perennials in pots. Again, great for kind of scene setting. And then last of all, no means least, a really beautiful vintage lantern. That's the Light Up the Lane die that you're getting there. £37.30, $46.66 for everything I've just shown you is incredible. And we have got time before we get all the votes in to squeeze in one final demo with Michelle. I mean, where do you even start with all of that and what you're going to use in this demo?
The hanging sign and vines. I mean, I said it's a small selection, but it's a huge selection.
It's pretty much everything you would have got without the consumables.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Which is incredible for the price.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm thinking, absolutely.
Yeah, no, bonkers.
Some of my most favourite dies and embossing folders in this collection, and this is absolutely one of my all-time favourites. So it's the hanging sign and vines. So you can see you've got that beautiful stamp in there, and it's a nice size. So you're talking 5.5 inches by about 3.5 inches wide for that one. And not only do you have those, you have the dies as well, which for me, because I'm not brilliant at fussy cutting, I enjoy it, but I'm not the best. So the fact that you've got the option to die cut it out or leave it in, it's entirely up to you. So I love that about it. I've stamped these out already, and I've used my Woodstick. I haven't. I've used my rustic.
Rustic?
My rustic brown.
You wackly wabbit.
It's because I've picked up my waterproof and I didn't mean to. So I've used my alcohol proof, but in the Woodstick brown. And I've got some of my tri-blends. So I've got some of my, so I've got like earth brown, I've got my alpine green, I've got my gold brown, and I've got my gold yellow blends. So all I'm going to do with these is, I love colouring these in. So it's very, don't do that. twist yours off properly.
There we go.
Very easy to just colour these in. So I'm just going to do some nice little flicks with the darkest just on the outside.
So that's the tri-blend pen, isn't it? But of course, with the tri-blend brush pens, you'd be able to achieve that even easier, wouldn't you? With the flicking? Yeah,
definitely. You get a better, softer flick effect with this.
Yeah.
This is giving me an effect that's perfect for like this sort of rustic wooden sign. I think, more than anything. And I'm not being very careful because I want it to be nice and rusticy. Is that a word, rusticy?
Wusticky.
Wusticky. Nice and rusticky. I'm just going to colour all the way over with my lightest. There's numerous ways you can do this. You can start with your lightest first and then go dark, then medium. As you saw this time, I just started with the darkest on the outside. Again, it doesn't really matter, but if I bring this in, once it's finally all coloured in, it sort of will look like that. And for me, that one looks like that. So let's pop those to the side. And then what am I going to do? So I just thought this is going to be the main focus of my card. So I'm just making a nice card, just big enough, so it's 4x6. So it fits on there perfectly because I don't want anything else on there. I just want this on here. So I've matte and laid up 3 of the colours of the card. So I've got a green, I've got a nice blue in the middle, and I've got that lovely pink on top. So I'm just going to matte and layer these up and onto the front of my card. 3rd time's a charm. I always have to twist it 3 times to get it to go. And I forget my flick every time.
Oh yeah, do the little twist and flick.
The little flick, yeah.
Zoe Carver says the rustic brown would go well with pale pig.
It would, absolutely.
Rename them all, shouldn't we?
And then, so I've got a lovely piece of the paper. It is from this paper pad. We have, if you've got this paper pad, brilliant. We do have some of the other paper pads that have got that lovely wood effect on there. And I'm just going to quickly make it all wusticky. I can't, I have to now. So I love the rips. I'm wanting the rips. I'm not worried about having all those rips on there because that's the effect that I'm going for. And then let's just take that down. I'm not going to glue all the way to the edges because I want those rusticy bits all stuck up. So let's pop that on there. And then I'm going to pop this on. I'm going to bring in this because I've only got tiny little pads, my foam, which is absolutely perfect for this. So let's bring this all the way across. I almost feel like if we're not going to sing, then I can't call it by its name.
Oh, do you mean banana roll?
Yeah.
Banana roll.
Oh, I like that one.
Banana roll. Oh no, roll.
That'll do. I like that one.
Oh, Michelle doesn't like that song as long as we don't go into the next bit.
Yeah, it's the next bit.
Yeah. Did you hear that? Charlotte just went, do it.
I've missed you too, Charlotte.
That bit when you get that bit she doesn't like.
Oh, it's awful. Right, so what I'm going to do before I put some foam tape on the top is I've got a couple of my brads or my split pins, and I'm just going to judge where I want this to hang. I've brought in my eraser because I'm going to poke a little hole through, and I always use this. Or if you've got your stamping mat to hand, it means that I've got something that my poker tool's going into rather than it sort of banging on there. So again, with that one, I'll just move that and give it a wiggle, and then let's pop these through. So these are just some brads that I had in my stash at home. We've got quite a few collections now that have got some brads that have come with them. But I just thought the colour was...
Yeah, it works
I
nice.
like that colour. So, I mean, you don't have to use the brads. You can use a bit of string or a bit of invisible cotton, you know, if you want them to dangle and it actually move. So let me pop that on there. So now I'm going to pop that just over there. And then let's peel the back off. Go. All the way down. And let's pop that on there.
Beautiful.
So it fits perfect. And you've just got that element there that it moves. And then I use these on my other one, but I'm going to use it on this one as well because those three there fit perfectly on there. So I'm just going to cut these out quite snug. I'm not being perfectly straight with them. I don't feel that you need to. I think the artistically jaunty and wonky works perfectly with this kit or this collection. So let's... And then before I stick them down, I'm just again, if you've got your little distressing tool,
Your crimper.
yes, then use that.
Crimpler, as Craig calls it.
Crimpler. Yeah. I'm just going to use my scissors. As long as you're careful, then you should be fine. And then, so really quickly, I'm just going to pop one little foam pad
What?
behind.
Beheach.
Don't ask.
There's some great words tonight, haven't there, eh? You know, when you said woof stick earlier on, Lillian thought you said woof stick. That's something a dog has, isn't it? A woof stick. Corinne has just said she loves the wonky woof stick. It is wonky and woof stick, isn't it?
Enjoy. It is. Enjoy the little things.
Susie's just saying Michelle is making up all kinds of words today, isn't she? And aren't we enjoying it?
Always. So there we go. So I'm not going to leave it at that. I don't feel it needs gems because it's woostic.
It is woostic.
Enjoy the little things.
It is wonderfully woostic. Listen, I'll tell you what we're going to do is we are going to give you the opportunity to vote for your demo of the show. It's been so busy, this show, so let's get that vote going. You'll only have about 3 minutes or so to get your vote in, and then we'll do the vote for the demo of the day. So, in case you haven't been with us for the whole of the show, here is Michelle with a quick recap, or a recap, as to what she has made.
So number one was the Country Lane Collect. I just had to look. I've just used it and forgot what it's called already. So number one was with those embossing folders. Number two is the Ornate Pop Out. Number three is that scene builder. And number four is the woostic sign.
1, 2, 3 or 4, you've got 2 minutes. You've got the time that it takes us to play a quick little video which is going to explain about Club Inspire, because tomorrow is Platinum Day, where we are going to be giving our Platinum members some amazing prices, some amazing deals. So if you are perhaps a little bit close to being a Platinum member, or indeed maybe you're new to the whole shebang and you want to find out more about Club Inspire, let's play this little video. The other side of this, we will have the result for the demo of the show, and then we'll get the demo of the day result going, and then we'll be pretty much done. So have a look at this and we'll come back in just a couple of minutes.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Oh, sorry, welcome back. Just the biggest sneeze I've ever done. Whilst we await the results of the demo of the show, let's just quickly go back over the amazing glitter paste. 80% of the glitter paste stencil and tools selection has gone. Remember, this was kind of like the second bundle that we had put together after the showstopper deal sold out before the launch show. It's been so busy. Just before I go through and show you what you're going to get, just worth bearing in mind again, showing you some of the beautiful things that you can create. This is one of the stencil sets that you are going to be getting, which is those delightful butterflies. Again, look how beautifully this takes on acetate. It is just stunning. And don't forget, it is such a great formula that, as Leanne was showing you earlier on, you can even dispense this into your syringes and pop it through there as well. You can pop it onto acetate. We saw it go onto glass today. We saw it go onto these bags as well. We've seen it take onto all sorts of different materials. So it really is a stunning glitter paste that you're going to get, and you've got some stunning stencils as well. Demo of the show is in, so let me just take a pause on that just for a second so we can get the vote going for the demo of the day. Demo of the show. 3.
Oh.
Oh. So let's get the vote going for the demo of the day. So number 1 will be this bag here that Leanne made. I was just showing you actually with the glitter paste and the peacock stencil. So that's number 1. Or number 2 is the card you've just voted for. So 1 or 2. 1 or 1 or 2. Charlotte, that I got you then. So, so get voting. You've got a couple of minutes. So whilst we do that, let me show you this collection here. The 2 stencils that we've got available in this collection for you are these 2. So as I showed you on the acetate a few minutes ago, you've got the delightful butterflies. It's actually 6 stencils that you're getting in total. So you've got the 8x8 stencil of the butterflies. You then get the border, which you can see along the top there. And then you've got like that icon, so like the smaller sort of detailed stencil, if you like. And again, these have been made in such a way, and the perimeter of these slightly extended, so that you're not going to get your mess all over the place. It's all been thought about to make sure that when you take off your stencil, your image is absolutely as perfect as it can be. You've then got your spots and dots in there too. Once again, 3 stencils, the 8x8, that smaller icon, and then you've got your border in there too. Those are the only 2 stencil sets that we've got left. All of the others sold out. So if you do specifically want to get the stencils, the only way to go is to go for the collection that we've got here. Alongside that, you're also going to get within the set everything that you're seeing right here. So you will get 3 sets of the glitter paste. All of the glitter pastes are available individually aside from the Moonlight Frost. But within the bundle, you're going to get your Rose Gold. You're also going to get your Silver Moon. And also you will get your Candlelight Gold. So those 3 colours that you're getting within the bundle. Alongside that, we then bring you all of the tools as well. So your spatulas are included. These are brilliant. Honestly, you've got 2 of the large, 2 of the small. Just making sure that whether you're using these with your glues, your paints, your glitters, or whatever it might be, you can get right to the bottom of your pot and scrape out every last drop of glitter, of glue, of paint. Really, really fantastic that those are included. You've then got your mixed media matte. 100% silicone is this, so again, it's going to be great for obviously using with your glitter paste, great for all of your painting as well. Heat resistant too, non-slip, and it's brilliantly made in the fact that you've got your 12 palette squares up the side, great for doing all of your mixing with. You've then got your 12 palette circles across the top, so again, for holding all of those different colours. Plus you've got that 9x12 work surface, so a big work surface, and you've got your tool recess built into that one too. And talking of tools, you've got the 3 palette knives in there as well. These again, absolutely perfect for popping all of your glitter down with, and a whole host more as well. All of that's included in the bundle. We are, I think, over 80% of the stock now gone. £48 or $60. Last chance really to pick that up. I think by tomorrow that will have disappeared. We are waiting. It's coming in just a second. Pretty card. Thank you, Michelle, says Lois. Kim says, we've had Ben's joke book. We now need a Debbie and Michelle English dialect book. And the votes and the winner of the demo of the day by only 1 vote.
Oh.
1 by 1.
It's pretty amazing, isn't it? Those glitter pastes are just to die for.
They are absolutely gorgeous. but well done to Leanne. We'll let her know and we'll pop that up onto the shelf. What a great day. Michelle, thank you so much for popping in. I know only one show today, but you're back for are you back for a full day on Wednesday?
Full day on Wednesday. Fingers crossed you don't buy all the glitter pastes and I get to have a bit of a play on launch party on Wednesday. But I'm also having, which is, it's okay, you can buy it all. I'll just have a play at home. But I'm going to be having a play with the Colour Your World.
Oh, that's amazing.
I know, and lots of other exciting things. So we've got beautiful beginnings as well. So we've got some vintage butterflies on that. So you know, some nice, taken back, simple beginner type stuff.
Thank you.
Demonstrations.
So much for a lovely day. Tomorrow, I'm tired just thinking about it. Make sure everyone get a good night's sleep, go to bed early and get ready because tomorrow the crafty hurricane herself is going to be here. Sara will be whipping into the building. A wake-up call tomorrow morning, 2 hours, which is going to be off the chart, thebomb.com, as she would say, boom shakala and all that. Then we've got a Colour Me Happy with Craig, and then tomorrow night a big platinum extravaganza, a 3-hour show with me and Sara. It is all about platinum tomorrow. It's all about platinum, great platinum deals, free gifts. I'll say not too much more than that, and also I'll take you double points as well for tomorrow's show. So do make sure that you're in tomorrow. Get in early because you've seen it pays today. Today it paid to be in early. It will pay to be in early tomorrow morning. So join us 11 o'clock tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. Pacific. 6 a.m. Eastern, 3 a.m. Pacific. Thank you for a brilliant day today. Thank you to all the team. Thank you to Susie and Rachel and Johnny and Charlotte and Jake and Michelle and Leanne. And I will see you tomorrow with Sara and Craig for what is going to be a fantastic day. Until then, bye for now.